Bitcoin gets locks and lockboxes, a sense of CrowdCurity, and a supercomputer expert from NASA. Today is Tuesday, July 29, 2014, and the price of Bitcoin has slipped slightly to around $580. I'm Stephen Chun, and here's what's happening today in money and tech. Bitcoin wallet provider Coinapult announced today the launch of its new service called Locks, a tool which enables users to avoid Bitcoin's dreaded volatility by locking the value of their balance to a range of currencies such as dollars or euros or stable assets such as gold and silver. As CEO Ira Miller explains, people can't really afford to hold Bitcoin for very long. You've got to pay rent at the end of the month in euros or dollars, but at the same time, you may have market action that happens during those 15 days. That means you can't cover that anymore. If you exercise locking, we're guaranteeing that it will provide you a certain number of coins at that price. Miller also added his hopes that locks will help reassure hesitant new users getting their first Bitcoin, as it will eliminate one or two of the things that will be very new and uncomfortable for them about that experience. Hong Kong-based digital currency exchange ANX has announced an upgraded version of its iOS app thanks to Apple's updated App Store review guidelines, which now for the first time includes the ability to send and receive Bitcoins in the app. ANX also updated both their iOS and Android apps with a new Send Crypto via Email feature that allows for sending Bitcoins via email to recipients who don't yet have a Bitcoin address. Seeing as how sending Bitcoins is often likened to the act of sending an email, this could prove to be a helpful feature for getting new users comfortable with the concept and application of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin wallet service Armory announced today the release of their newest version 0.92. which now enables increased functionality and premium features such as multi-signature transactions through the first completely decentralized offline compatible interface known as Lockboxes. According to the company's Lockboxes About page, Armory now unlocks the ability to use both offline wallets and multi-signature transactions to provide unmatched levels of security for the serious Bitcoin business or enthusiast. Armory users interested in getting started with the new Lockboxes will need to download the latest version and then switch their account to Expert User Mode. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to use this, but it may help. Crowdsourced web security startup CrowdCurity announced a seed funding raise of $1 million led by Tim Draper and Kima Ventures. This initial funding round will help CrowdCurity expand their crowdsourced security marketplace and over 90 bug bounty programs, providing a verified crowd of talented vetted security researchers that can help bring better web security to everyone who needs it. As the company blog post explains, for too long, strong web security has been something that only huge corporations full of guys wearing gray business suits can afford. But the next frontier in web security is making strong web application security accessible and available to everyone. We are certain of two things: that we need to make the web a stronger, more secure place to do business, and that there is a great security in numbers. The Bitcoin Foundation has brought former NASA veteran Andrew Lamp on board as their new technical director, who will take over leading the web development team, providing oversight for the Foundation's technical grant program and oversee corporate technology infrastructure. As Lamp says, Bitcoin is pure technological genius. Its convenience as well as ability to allow private and secure transactions is seemingly so simple yet so wonderfully elegant. Couldn't have put it better myself. Nor could have the Bitcoin Foundation, who are also stepping up their educational efforts by publishing a set of community resources on GitHub to decentralize Bitcoin education and encourage the creation of more informational resources from the community. In our own efforts to further Bitcoin education, Money and Tech will be hosting the next Bitcoin Beginners Fair at 20 Mission in San Francisco in 1 week on Tuesday, August 5th. So make sure you tell your friends, especially those you've been wanting to explain Bitcoin to. Send them to bitcoinbeginnersfair.com instead and let us do that for you. In the meantime, we also have more exclusive interviews from the recent San Francisco Coin Congress event available, along with more information on today's news stories at moneyandtech.com. I'm Stephen Chun, and thanks for watching Money and Tech's Daily News Update.